welcome back to the channel, Panda Pals. I hope you guys all had a wonderful holiday. I know I did. I am still stuffed to the brim, and I probably will be for the next couple of days because Thanksgiving leftovers are the best kind of leftovers in the world. Anyway, let's get back to our regularly scheduled programming and talk about what happened on the other way. So, buckle up and let's get this show started. Let's check in with Jenny and Sumit.
Is there smoke or something?
What happened?
Oh, I just all of a sudden start choking.
Because we are cooking here.
It's another day at the cafe, and business is okay. Ish.
Business is okay. It's not bad, but we always can do better.
Sumit's friend Rohit stops by, and Jenny absolutely hates him because he is a negative Nancy.
I don't trust him at all. Why is everyone so happy to see him? He's here to judge and to be negative about everything.
And honestly, is right. He sucks, okay? Rohit is bitter that he did not get a formal invitation to their whole opening ceremony thing, so he decides to come in today so that he can criticize the absolute shit out of their cafe.
Why there is no one? You started this restaurant in this place and you are saying, okay, this will grow. This is not a real business what he's doing. It will be closed soon, I guess.
Buddy, I think I know why they did not invite you. What the fuck? Who is this man even? I mean, his concerns are somewhat valid, but I don't know, could you maybe not be such a condescending sack of shit about it? Because it's coming off less, I'm so worried about you, and more, I really want you to fail because I don't want to see you happy.
Rohit seems to be very jealous, so he's gonna come and put him down. You can't make this work. He doesn't want us to succeed because he can't succeed.
He shames Sumit pretty harshly because his business includes his parents cooking for him. And he's just like, really? At their age, you're gonna make them cook for you? Seriously? And Sumit is like, I mean, it's called Family Cafe because it's run by our family. And Rohit is just nonstop talking about how this entire thing is just going to implode and fail catastrophically.
See, he's ordering coffee.
One customer.
Yeah.
After hearing the price, he will go away.
No.
Okay, I don't see a customer at your business that you're trying to run. No, I just see you sitting your ass down here shitting on your friend for free.
I cannot see anyone. There is nobody. Only me who will not pay for your coffee.
I am honestly surprised that that cafe did not burst into flames the moment Rohit stepped into it. Holy shit, this man sucks so hard. Let's check in with Manon and Anthony. After Manon's tantrum equating a nice French apartment to jail, the two go off on a date to try and finally feel anything positive towards one another.
She is expecting to just go to like a fromagerie, but I have something else in mind.
Manon thinks that they're going to feast on various cheeses, but Anthony is like, you know what? We did bond over goat cheese when we started dating, so why don't we surprise my lovely wife by taking her to a goat farm? Fingers crossed that she doesn't immediately start complaining about everything.
I know that Manon is not a farm person, but always fantasized about getting a goat, making some cheese. It's the French dream.
Ooh, if that is not the face of someone revving up to complain, I do not know what is.
Did you bring me to a freaking farm? Oh, the smell. Oh, no, it's not fine. It's not fine.
I know, she's complaining, but I actually find some validity in this one because Anthony told her he was gonna take her on a cute little date, so Girly wore something chic and sexy. And if he had told her to dress like 3 out of 10 fancy, she would know to put on some pants.
If you would have told me, hey, it involves being at a freaking farm, I would have put up a very cute, sexy, chic look for the farm. Just tell me and I'll dress the part.
Manon tries to brush off her disappointment because she's really excited to eat some cheese. And this man is like, oh yeah, we'll definitely eat cheese for sure, but we're gonna have to milk the goats first. And Manon is like, oh, f that. Manon is definitely not a farm girly, and Anthony knows this about her. So yeah, Manon complaining is annoying AF because Girly won't stop, but dude, maybe don't take her to look at goat asses and touch goat titties.
and I end up looking at assholes. The heck is wrong with you?
It was romance.
So Manon over here is sniffing perfume like it's crack, and Anthony is having the freaking time of his life sticking these milk suckers onto these little goat teats. After milking all of the goats, he goes out to fetch Manon, and she yells at him for a hot minute, and then they sit down to eat some cheese, and Manon goes right back to being sweet as apple pie.
Oh, yes! Okay, the good part, finally. Oh, this is my type of experience. Merci beaucoup.
Oh, yeah?
So this whole date definitely had an ulterior motive, because as soon as Manon is all happy munching on her cheese, Anthony basically pitches starting their own little goat farm, and Manon quickly shuts that shit down.
The commitment of having a goat, we have Ben already. Ben is a big goat to take care about.
And Anthony is like, no, we would be doing this as a hobby, which I feel like that's way worse. Manon says that she does not appreciate being taken on a date that was clearly just a ploy to soften her up to the idea of getting a goat farm, but Anthony insists that that was not the point of the trip. And then Manon cries again, and she says that she's tired of Anthony always trying to push his wants over hers.
How this is helping our situation right now. We are struggling. I feel you do what you want for you.
Let's check in with Madelein and Luke.
I love her. I don't want a life without her in it. I have no other choice but to fight for our relationship.
Now that Luke's a teeny weeny has been exorcised of all of its lust, he goes over to Madelein's place to fight for this relationship that he has said he only wants because he does not want to die alone.
I have a surprise for you, and I have your new dog.
Okay, first of all, that is the cutest little fucking dog in the whole wide fucking world! Oh my god, look at the little baby! Second, Luke, are you fucking serious? Are you kidding me right now? Don't get her a fucking puppy! Can you stop making every decision the wrong one? Like, I'm just begging you. Luke, I kid you not, is like, I got her this dog because she isn't responding well to anything I do. Try the truth, you moron! Instead of letting some shaman rub sage all over your fucking crotch. The reason she's not responding well to any of your attempts at mending this relationship is because all of your attempts are fucking stupid.
I had to move some money around. It was $2,000. Is this a good use of money? I don't know.
Do you ever know? This whole getting her a puppy to get forgiveness thing works for Madeleine. And of course it does. Girlie is 20 with the only man she's ever dated. Her bar doesn't exist yet.
I told him I want another dog and he made through.
So you happy? You're not mad with me anymore?
Obvio.
Madeleine is way too happy that Luke spent $2,000 on her, and she says that this shows her he is willing to do whatever it takes to make her happy. And, you know, I would prefer an honest man who does not talk shit about me behind my back to all of his besties, but you do you, girl.
You know the only reasons I don't want to be mad at you?
Why?
I don't want to be mad at that because he gave me two.
It's a new day, and the couple are headed up to Guadalupe because they're going to get married in 4 days. And yes, a puppy was all it took to get this chick to agree to marry this man again, which is insane.
I agreed to forgive Luke and I try to move on. I really hope he don't prove I am wrong.
I just feel like you should maybe give it more than 4 days before getting married after a fight that was big enough to break off your engagement.
You know what I think?
Yeah.
The dogs are a very good sense of character. And both dogs are with me right now.
Yeah, that's not it. You're just a passenger princess right now, and isn't it a little funny how he's like, look at all these babies, they really like me. So I must be a good guy because he dated Madeleine when she was a minor and she didn't know any better. Anyway, they are driving and Luke decides to pick a fucking fight for some reason.
Oh.
She always loved me more.
You barely take care of them.
How you gonna say that?
You never help. I always do everything.
Madeleine is like, are you kidding me? You leave your crusted boxers all over my floor for me to clean up. So I guess Luke is pretty salty because this morning, Madeleine did not help him bring their luggage into the car, which on one hand, I do get it, but on the other, buddy, this girl doesn't look like she could lift a baby bird off of the ground. Also, I too would make you deal with all of the luggage if you were making me pick up your shit-stained boxers off of the floor. You are an adult. Like, I don't love that Madeleine is a big brat and she's like, I'm not lifting no luggage because I'm a queen, but I honestly just can't hear any of it after you tell me that you leave your shit-stained boxers on the floor. I'm sorry.
I do the work, I pay the bills.
But if you want to be with me, you need to be provider. Be a man. Pay the rent and pay the bills is the minimal things that the men have to do.
Yikes. Listen, I do not love that Madeleine is a spoiled ass brat, but it's not like Luke didn't know this going into this relationship or the entire time that they were together, or when he proposed, or when he decided to fight for their marriage to still happen. Like, if you don't want a spoiled bratty princess, maybe don't legally tie yourself to one in a few days? Like, am I supposed to feel bad for you?
The things that Brian and I had talked about are really sinking in right now. If this is anything like what our marriage is gonna be like, holy do we have problems.
What are you talking about? Dude, what do you think marriage is, my guy? If not, just more of this. What?
Seems like you're always mad at me.
Yes, I am. You always make me mad.
I'm constantly disrespected by a 20-year-old.
Okay. Why are you calling out her age? Like, that's fucking weird. There's a big difference, in my opinion, between I'm being disrespected and I'm being disrespected by a 20-year-old. What does that even mean? Just because she's so much younger than you, she should be more compliant? Is that why you scooped her up right out of high school?
You're very opinionated and you try and be so dominant. This isn't like the life that I signed up for.
Madeleine is like, I have so many more reasons to leave you than I do to stay. And Luke is like, okay, girly, respect goes both ways. It kind of sounds like you only think respect goes one way. It's just not going in the direction you expected it to be going right now. Let's check in with Chloe and Jonny. Chloe and Jonny listen to Michelle's plan, which is the two of them move to Boston, take jobs at her company, live rent-free, and work towards a big and bright and beautiful future where they don't really have to develop as people because mommy is gonna give them everything they need and want until the day she dies. And let's be honest, she's gonna provide for Chloe after she dies with what I can only imagine is a hefty inheritance. Jonny, unsurprisingly, is not super into this plan because he really wants Chloe to become an adult.
I feel like when things are hard and you accomplish it, you appreciate it more.
I agree with that. Why make it harder if you don't have to?
I don't think you should make things harder for yourself, but I also don't think you should have everything done for you. So Jonny is like, I kind of think Chloe could do with a small dose of struggle. And Michelle tells him that she struggled a lot to get her business to where it is, and she would have really appreciated it if someone had been there to help her do it without all of that struggling. Which, again, I do get it. You want to help your baby girl, but there's just a huge difference between helping and just doing it for them. And I'm sorry, but the way that you have raised Chloe is the reason why she looks at you like you're crazy for saying $20,000 is a lot of money.
Jonny's current job is not going to sustain them both for any significant period of time.
Listen, in my opinion, if money is your only issue, then I think you should still just let them do their thing, because best case scenario, they actually make it. Worst case scenario, you get your daughter back and she learned the lesson that you wanted her to learn. It's a new day, everybody heads to the beach, and Chloe's mom is basically like, honey, I'm worried you're gonna die because I'm cutting you off financially and I've not given you the opportunity to develop any saleable skills.
Going to the States will be a lot harder. Me and Jonathan would have to do long distance for a long time. Jonathan and I will not last long distance, we just won't.
Yeah, I kind of think that's what your mother is going for there. And Chloe decides in this moment, for some reason, to defend herself by telling her a story about how, at the beginning of their relationship, Jonny took another girl to Miami for her birthday.
I am absolutely pissed that Jonny was not faithful to my daughter. I can't even put into words how disappointed and concerned I am.
Chloe is like, do I wish Jonny hadn't cheated on me? Yes, but he did. So now all I can do is try to reassure my mother that this man who cheated on me is worth uprooting my entire life for. Her mother is like, girly, this is not smart. You don't trust this man. And Chloe is like, no, I swear, he's working on it. He has done so much to make me feel like he genuinely wants to make this work, and he's getting me to trust him. Which is a bonkers thing to say, considering 2 days ago, she was camped out in a fucking palm tree spying on his ass while he was at work. Anyway, that is all I have for you today. That was crazy. I think Chloe is so deep in denial that she says the nuttiest things and she doesn't realize how fucking stupid she sounds. Like, how are you gonna justify that your relationship is gonna work by telling your mother that your boyfriend cheated on you when you first started dating? Like, in what world do you think that makes sense? Also, with Manon and Anthony, I'm not gonna lie. Listen, I don't like Manon. She makes it very difficult to enjoy her presence. But the more episodes of this I watch, I hate to say it, but the less and less I actually like Anthony too. And don't get me wrong, I think Anthony comes off very kind, sweet, thoughtful. But it's just a little strange that he does all of these nice things, but they are things Manon doesn't like or want, and he knows this, and he does it anyway. So it's kind of like, is it worth doing the nice thing if you're doing it without thinking of the person you're doing it for? Because he justifies taking her on this goat farm by saying she loves goat cheese and we bonded over it, and there's this very particular goat cheese that you can only get from this farm or this region or something, which is why he took her there. But he knows that she hates farms, and not only that, he didn't tell her how to dress, and he knows what she looked like when they left the house, and he did not tell her to change. And at the end of the day, he could have just gone to that farm, gotten the cheese, and then just taken her out on a nice little picnic date that she would have enjoyed fully. And I know some people are gonna be like, oh, it's the thought that counts, it's the thought that counts. And it's like, yeah, to a certain extent it is, but he's kind of doing something thoughtful in an unthoughtful way, you know? That's just my opinion. I don't know. I feel like if I knew that my partner really didn't want to do this one thing, I wouldn't make him do that one thing. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you're not subscribed to the channel yet and you like my content, you want to support the channel a little bit, go ahead, click that subscribe button, give this video a big thumbs up, and let me know down in the comments what you thought of this one. And with that, I will see you for the next one. Bye!